This is Color Pencil Level 1. In this video, you are going to learn about how to use your colored pencils like an artist. Artists don't just color. Artists use techniques and tricks to bring their artwork to life. So, let's go ahead and dive in and learn more about using colored pencils. For this lesson, you will need your color pencil worksheet and your colored pencils. You can also use a color wheel to help you make your color choices. When you look at your worksheet, you'll see that the media we are using is colored pencil. Media means the art supplies you use to create your artwork. Our level is 1. This is your starting point. If you can get these techniques, then you are well on your way to becoming a master at colored pencil. So let's look at the techniques. We have blending, cross-hatching, scrumbling, and fill. We're actually going to start with this one right here. Fill is a word that artists use that basically means coloring. So when you think of coloring, you think of filling in an object with color. So right now, I am filling the corner of my page with pink. So basically, I colored it, right? But fill can look different ways. So right now, I'm using the side of my pencil and I'm pressing medium pressure, not too hard, but I'm not too soft. But I can also turn my pencil up, use the point of my pencil, and I can get a much darker color. The trick with fill is that you don't want to see your white paper shining from behind your color. So if I were to color like this, you see all of the white poking through. I want to go back and go over it a few times so that the white paper completely disappears. The same when you're using the side of your pencil. I like to go in a couple of different directions and I like to go over it maybe 2 or 3 times until I have nice solid color. And when you're talking about nice solid color, you're talking about fill. Now, these are some tricks you can use while you are filling your paper with color. The first one is blending. Blending is where you take 2 colors, 2 or more colors, and you overlap them to make a new color. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to start with my pink, and I'm going to press hard, and I'm going to go softer, 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 softer. See how it's dark and it goes to light? Now I'm going to take my darker pink, and I'm going to start on this side and press hard. And I'm going to go softer, softer, softer. And where my 2 colors are overlapping, I am starting to make a new color. I'm going to zoom in so you can see it a little bit better. And actually, I'm going to add a little bit darker of a color in there so I get more of a color change. So as I run 2 colors on top of each other, I start to create new colors. You see that I've gone from my pink all the way to my purplish blue. And I get that nice, soft color change by blending. And that's where you take 2 or more colors and you overlap them. So I cannot take my pink and color and then take my blue and color side by side and expect them to blend. What I have to do is overlap. That means I have to go on top of. As I go on top of the pink with my purple or my blue, it starts to change colors, and that is called blending. Okay, our next one is cross-hatching. Cross-hatching is a different way to color. You're not moving your pencil back and forth really fast like that anymore. What you do for cross-hatching is draw lines. So I am drawing a series of diagonal lines. And now I have to crisscross another set of diagonal lines on top to make a crosshatch. As I go back this way, I create a fill of color using just lines that crisscross, and that is called crosshatch. You can also blend colors using a crosshatch. So right now I'm going to take some yellow and I'm going to go in there with my yellow, and as I crosshatch on top of my green with my yellow, my green changes to a yellow green. So let me show you on my color wheel. I started with green, I added yellow, and now my eye is blending those two colors to create a yellow green. And that is crosshatch. Those are those tiny, close together diagonal lines. The closer you get them together, the darker your color is going to look. The farther they are apart, the lighter your color is going to look. Okay, and that's crosshatching. The last technique is scrumbling. Sounds a little like scribbling, doesn't it? So for this scrumbling, you're going to move your pencil in a circular motion. Looks like a tree, doesn't it? But this is scrumbling, and I'm going to keep on overlapping, and this is going to help the color fill in. But I'm making a very obvious circular motion, and that is what scrumbling is. Now guess what? I can also blend colors using scrumbling. So now I'm going to take my yellow and I'm going to scrumble on top of my green. And as I scrumble on top, it starts to create that yellow-green that we were looking at on the color wheel right there. I can also take a darker green and scrumble. And now I'm starting to get a really nice blended effect from yellow-green to green to a darker green. And I can even, guess what? Whoa, I can even add some blue in there. And make it even darker down there. So that is called scrumbling, where I am using those circular motions as I color in or fill an area. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take all of those techniques, we're going to put them into a mini piece of art. So I want to see you using fill, which is solid color, no white paper showing. I want to see you use blending, where you go from one color to another color, overlapping colors to create a new color. I want to see cross-hatching, those little small lines that crisscross, called cross-hatching. And I want to see some scrumbling, that circular motion, where you are filling an area in with that circular motion with your pencil. All right, artists, let's have some fun creating a mini piece of artwork. Okay, so if we look closely at the mini piece of artwork, let's see if we can identify each one of our vocabulary words. All right, so let's see if we can find fill. Well, I colored the whole thing. So we can see that I used fill on the background. I used fill when I was coloring in the heart. And the cross-hatching is a fill, and this scrumbling is a fill. So let's go. Do we see blending? Do we see colors that were overlapped to make new colors? So you can see that I used blending inside of the heart to go from pink to purple to blue to turquoise to green to yellow. You can see I also used blending through the cross-hatch to get it from purple to blue to yellow, and from purple to pink to orange. And you can also see I blended some colors in my scrumbling to get from pink and purple to blue to green to yellow. So I did use blending, I did use crosshatch, I did use scrumbling, and so this is a great example of a piece of artwork that is showing each one of those techniques. Now your artwork does not have to look like mine, but I do want you to try each one of those techniques in a quick, simple piece of artwork. Okay, I hope you had fun practicing those new colored pencil techniques. They're not very hard. You just have to know how to use them. So practice, practice, practice. Try using cross-hatching in lots of different ways. Try using scrumbling with lots of different colors, because the more you practice, the better you will get at the choices you make and how you use the techniques. All right, I hope you have fun with colored pencil drawing, and I will see you next time for level 2. Bye.